on, people? It's me. You know me in my random videos, but this one's actually beneficial to a couple different topics. This video is going to be about kicking smoking. It's going to be about quitting cigarettes, and I'm going to show you a device that is pretty helpful. It's pretty helpful to the consumer, to the smoker, and I'm going to kind of give you some of the ins and outs of it. First of all, these are the electronic cigarettes. The one you see most commonly is going to be this guy right here. Looks like a pin. Looks like a pin or some sort of magic wand or something. But yeah, see a lot of people with these things. Anyway, this is just the battery, and this is the Ego 1300. And when you go to a shop, they'll explain more what the 1300, like what the numbers are. These people are really knowledgeable, very knowledgeable of what they do. Anyway, this is the Ego 1300 spinner, and when I say spinner, it means you have the ability to control the voltage and the pull, the ohms from the battery to the atomizer. Now, what's the atomizer? Well, first of all, this is your tank. This is where your source of nicotine and smoke comes from. Inside here, I'm gonna get a close-up shot. I'm gonna do one of those cut scenes. Yeah. Anyway, long story short, this is the main piece that goes on top of the battery. So you just join it like so. So this is what it looks like when it's fully put together, the finished product. So I'm going to take this apart very easily, very simple, not that hard, guys. Your tank with the atomizer, the battery. This is all you need. So with the battery fully charged, you'll see a glow right there, so you'll know it's operational. So now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky, but not really. Just bear with it. iClear 16. This is what you get standard with the battery. To refill, you just take the little tippy top part off, and you take your juice off. You take the cap off your juice, and then pour it right inside there, and you're good to go. And then just make sure you do not overfill it or get it in the centerpiece, otherwise you're gonna be tasting, not vaping. So, your battery's all charged, tank is full. Just put it back on. You got vapor. Now, do not hit it like I know it's got a name. It's got a nickname as the hookah pen. Do not hit it like you hit hookah. Make sure you just hit it like a cigarette, not hookah. So I usually puff it like once or twice, kind of warm up the atomizer. It's good vape. So with that being said, there's so many different options out there. It's so customizable. It's crazy the amount of stuff that they're coming out with, and as time progresses and their popularity grows, just more and more stuff is coming out. Different companies are popping up all over the place, and so there's just more and more options out there. Like I said, this is the Ego 1300, and this battery lasts for at least, technically it's 13 hours, but I pushed it to the max. It's lasted roughly 14 for me, but I charge it pretty much every time like I charge a cell phone. You're not supposed to overcharge it. You're only supposed to charge it for at least maybe 4 to 6 hours. But if you fall asleep with it on the charger, it's gonna warp the battery life. But you do not need to replace these batteries. You do not. All you have to do is recharge the actual device. So, like I said, this is the Ego 1300. It can be purchased at Alt Smoke and a few other places, but honestly, I recommend Alt Smoke. Alt Smoke is pretty much the top of the line. Top of the line, excellent customer service. Their representatives, their employees are very knowledgeable. They know the ins and outs of these things. They sell hundreds of these things a week, and they sell the juice like crazy. That's another thing, the juice. You can find, this is another thing, and pretty much from juice, comparing juice to ammunition, a shooter knows when he downgrades, buys a cheaper, more affordable amp, and notice a severe difference in the quality. So, once again, I recommend purchasing your e-liquid at Alt Smoke. And there's a lot of places online, but when you can't, it's like buying shoes online. You can't try it on first. You have to just you have to hope it fits. So, same thing with the liquid. I mean, Alt Smoke's got this awesome bar set up. Their marketing status is amazing. I mean, the way they have the place laid out, it's amazing. They got a juice bar. They got like hundreds of these little guys sitting all across there, and the people will just they'll let you try it out, let you try out the juices. So it's really great. It's really great. So we're gonna take a look at another mod, another battery, and yeah, we're gonna see if you guys like that. This is called the iTaste MVP2, and you can tell there's a severe difference in the size and the weight, the look, just everything is different about it. That being said, there's a lot more differences about it. Now, there's a lot more options, a lot more characteristics, a lot more features. So this guy right here, this is my newest one. I just purchased this the other day. $69.99 at Old Smoke. It comes with two of the tanks. You get two of the tanks and a multi-purpose charger. It's not necessarily designed. I mean, it's designed to take this, but it's not specifically designed for an electronic cigarette. It has three adapters, I guess. And you have one, your standard mini USB. Then you have the medium size. Then you have the iPod part. So yeah, you could be vaping, charging your iPod, and charging a camera or a cell phone. This thing's bomb. Now, this is actually I forget what this one is. It's just a different size tank, and you put this on like so. I screwed in there, but this one has the internal threads instead of the outward ones. How we saw when I screwed the one on the Ego, it's a little bit different. So this, you see, it's not flush. You see this random hole right here, this random area. It's not that easy on the eyes. So, being awesome as they are, they sell a beauty ring or a skirt. They sell this thing, and you just flip it on there. A lot of threads. And then you put it like so. And I always tell people, and especially when you're at the bar, you're trying to just try out different flavors. You're putting on tanks left and right. Listen for the pop. I don't know if you can hear it. Kind of like a crackling sound. That means the atomizer is actually cooking the juice. It's cooking the juice, producing the vapor. So it's purple haze. That's what I got in this, purple haze. Anyway, so that's pretty much all there is to these electronic cigarettes. And with this one, it's really cool. You got a hit counter on it. It has a little digital screen right here, and you just push it, and it tells you that's how many hits you've taken since the last time it was reset. You can also, like on the spinner, you can adjust the voltage, and you can adjust the ohms and the pull from the battery to the atomizer, pretty much controlling the density of the vapor. Like you can adjust the they call it the throat hit. Like when you hit a cigarette, you get that you know the hit. You get the throat hit, and you can adjust the pressure on that, and you can actually control the temperature of the vapor. So that being said, if you want to smoke lights, you would take this. That's the voltage. Go up. That's going up right now. But then it can go right back down. It can start at 3.8, 3.9, 4.0, 4.1, 4.2. I traditionally keep mine at 4.3. It's kind of in the middle. And it just makes for a great vape. And like I said before, hundreds of accessories out there. Hundreds. So, me personally, I just picked this guy up the other day. And once again, I forget so many names. There's the High Clear 16, that 12.3, 3 billion, blah, blah, whatever. I just say, let me look at that one. And then you actually get to try it, and you can totally tell the difference. So, and after a while, you start buying them, and then you start going to the shops, and you start just buying them for looks, and just, you really try to deck it out. Me personally, I've done some modifications to it myself. Got these new goo-proof stickers. They won't mess up the coating on your device. I actually had it engraved, and yeah, this thing's it's the coolest one I've seen so far. Anyway, this is a different tip as well. It actually swivels, so pretty much you can vape from side to side, up down, upside down, whatever. But yeah, these things really work, guys. Things really work, and the juice is. A lot of people say, "Oh, is it healthy? Is it safe? Is it better than cigarettes?" Oh, I've heard it's worse than cigarettes. Blah 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 blah. To each their own. And I will say they are not FDA approved yet. Honestly, it's because they have not figured out how to tax the liquid. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna find a way to tax the liquid. So until then, it can remain as the underdog, the black sheep of the smoking world. But these things are catching on. People going crazy about these things. But what you're getting in the vapor is propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin. These two things mixed together, you get the vapor, which is the propylene glycol. You get the flavor, and you get the and nicotine's in there as well. Of course, I forgot to mention that. But all these things mixed together is what you get when it's what you taste and what you feel. So you get the pleasure of the nicotine, the pleasure of the smoke, the vapor, and you get your nicotine fix. And honestly, and what's great about these things too, you can smoke them indoors. I mean, you can smoke them indoors. Now, I think there is some etiquette about it. There really is some etiquette, because it does look like you're smoking. I mean, before everybody had these things, I'd see people, like in the mall or in a store or whatever, and they're just blowing out smoke. I'm like, are you serious? You're really smoking here? And it's like, oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so you don't have to sneak outside. You don't have to go outside in the rain, the snow, the heat, whatever. You just reach in your pocket or whatever, and you can start vaping. Strawberry buzz. That's what's in this one. Strawberry buzz. And another thing with the liquid, like I said, there's tons of stores out there, depending on what city you live in. Old Smoke is by far the best of the best. Top quality merchandise. The juice is the best juice I've found. So far, I've been vaping for about 4 months now. I was about a pack a day smoker, and now I have not bought a pack of cigarettes in 4 months. Granted, I do have an occasional one. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But it's really definitely, I'm not saying it's a healthy alternative, but at least you are not getting the carcinogens, you're not getting all the tar and everything else you're getting with cigarettes. You're getting propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and nicotine. That's pretty much the perfect cigarette, pretty much. And it smells great too. Depending on what kind of stuff you got, what kind of juice you got, it smells great. Tastes great. No mess, unless you spill the oil. And it's just fun. It's fun. I mean, it's an addiction in itself, but it's manageable, and just with everything, moderation. And if you don't smoke currently, don't be an idiot. These things are here to help smokers. These things are here to help people get off cigarettes. So they should be treated as almost, it's like a medication in a way. It's to control your cravings, and to break the habit. And honestly, hey, I've bought a pack of cigarettes in 4 months. So it's great. So I just want to let everybody know, kind of give everybody a little overview of the new electronic cigarette craze that, is everywhere. I'm sure you see them all over the place. But just do yourself a favor. Check out Old Smoke. Yeah, just check out their website. It is www.altsmoke.com. You can give them a call. Yeah, they got their number listed. They got their address on there. If you live in the Eastgate area, it's where where Jungle Gyms is. Leaving Jungle Gyms, and look straight. And you see where the old rallies used to be. The little strip mall right behind there to the left. Check them out. And yeah, they'll hook you up. Tell them Josh sent you. And they'll probably just look at you weird. But anyway, if you actually made it through the whole video, thanks guys, I appreciate it. And if you're really a smoker, it's time to rise from the ashes, people. It's time to kick. Time to kick. And plus, this thing's I never get tired of it. So much better. So, people, thanks for watching, and yeah, thank yourself.